What was Umbra saying? Something about a Ventus thing?
He's quoting Vanitas in the Kingdom Hearts 3 death scene. So let's see where this goes. He says, I'm the piece of Ventus that was taken away, and you're the piece Ventus needed to be whole again.
Wow.
So why shouldn't you and I look exactly the same? You define me, Sora, the same way that Ventus does. We are brothers who together make a greater whole. Now he says that part, you define me, Sora, the same way that Ventus does, is very interesting. Because if Vanitas was just talking about his appearance, Vanitas doesn't look like Ventus. So what deeper meaning could he be referring to?
Yeah, because it just implies that Vanitas knows something, like knows stuff that Sora doesn't know. I think.
Well, that's what's crazy, and that's what a lot of these later releases are showing us, right? Is that a lot of these characters knew more than they let on. Even Xehanort knew more than he let on. I got something from Mary Scary. We got some Vanitas here. She says, the way Sora defines Vanitas is referencing the scene in Union Cross when Ven attacks the untangible darkness and it sucks into himself, claiming that he can reshape the darkness with his light powers.
Wow.
So Sora may have, in a sense, done that to the darkness. I'm the shadow that you cast.
Interesting. Mary Scary, that is.
Yeah, no, I'm glad she brought that up. That actually fleshes us out a little bit.
That's so interesting. Reshape the darkness with his light power.
That's what Ventus says, right?
Yeah.
But then he comes out looking like Sora. So Sora seems to be the one who has reshaped. Yo, Umbra's bugging. All right, Umbra in the chat is bugging. Maybe he's got a light bulb.
He's tweaking.
He's literally tweaking, y'all. We'll have something from him soon.
Dude, that's huge.
Did Sora give Vanitas the ability to grow a heart and or soul? That's exactly what he did. Because that's what that's what Ansem the Wise says. That's what Ansem the Wise says. When he sees the heart in something, it then becomes real. And that's what he's saying in Kingdom Hearts 3. He's like, why won't you stand by our side? Like, he sees the heart in Vanitas, and that might be enough. That might be enough. And then he goes, I'm the shadow that you cast. How much closer could I be?
So yeah, because we were theorizing, like, what if like he does like have a heart, like even if someone has like so much darkness, like an eternal darkness.
Oh yeah,
ancient darkness. It's like they still have a heart, but maybe with Sora, that's crazy.
That's why he looks like Sora.
Well, everyone's saying it's like Sora, you have a gift to connect with others. Maybe it's like connecting as in like you can connect and actually see their hearts.
Yeah, well, again, back to what Ansem the Wise said in Dream Drop Distance, when a connection seems broken, he may have the power to mend it. And I think that's exactly what we saw.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And we saw what that meant in Kingdom Hearts 3 with bringing back Roxas and Naminé and Shion and Ventus, everybody. But now we see how that works with Yozora and the Nameless Star. The Nameless Star whispers Yozora's name to Sora, and now Sora sees the heart in Yozora. Now Yozora's no longer just a gaming character, because now it became real. Because to Sora before, it was just Yozora was just a gaming character. But then boom,
I think we got something.
We might have something because the Nameless Star says Yozora to him. We don't hear it, but you see Sora's eyes like grow wide, like whoa. Yeah. Like, wait, because he sees the heart in the Nameless Star, and then when she says Yozora's name to him, he's like, oh, he must be real. He has that moment. Now that Sora learned that Yozora was a real person, he now sees the heart in him. It became real. And then what does Ansem the Wise say right after that? When a connection seems broken, he may have the power to mend it. And
Sora's done this already with nobodies.
Yes.
They have a heart.
Yeah, now he's going to do it maybe with fiction. Now maybe he could do it with darkness and Nameless Stars. You name it.
Right.
You name it. Maybe we're going to test the bounds of what he could do it with, which would be crazy. But dude, that's
insane. That blew my mind.
And see, now here comes Kevin. Here comes Kevin saying maybe that's here comes Kevin.
Here comes Kevin.
Here comes Kevin. Say like maybe that's how Sora was able to recognize him as Yozora. Maybe that explains how Sora was able to recognize him too. And MA, okay, now Maria's chiming in, says, and the Master of Masters says to darkness something along the lines of, if you believe strongly in something, it ends up becoming real. If we could trace that, If you can trace me to that, what scene that is, I don't know. That's game changing.
Yeah.
If the Master of Masters outright said that, and we're talking about everything we're talking about right now, if we could find out exactly where that is. Hold on, Mary Scary. Oh shit, Mary Scary quoted the same thing too. Okay, here we go. Okay, now we got Eric. Eric's been on fire all night, so let's see what he's got.
Let's go, Eric.
Eric the Dude says, in Dark Road, during the Birth by Sleep flashbacks, Vanitas pushed back on not just being darkness, but his own being, suggesting the connection between Ven and Sora gave Vanitas a heart and made him his own being. That's why he asserts it in Dark Road. On fire. And maybe, I might be taking this a step too far, but maybe that's what the Master's trying to do by fusing the darknesses with the foretellers and why he needs hearts of strong wills. Maybe that's what he's trying to do, right? Right? I like the way Vanitas was able to kind of be extracted out of Ventus. Maybe the Master wants to do that with the darknesses, right? Encase them in the foretellers and then just pull them out like Xehanort pulled out Vanitas, you know?
Wow.
Like maybe that's what the Master's trying to do too. All right, Corey Coleman, who's been around the channel a long time. Love you, Corey. Says, the Union Cross finale, the Master speaks to darkness about the fiction. The books and games expanded the world and their games. Okay, maybe this is how the world of fiction works. Okay. Maybe now this kind of explains Kyrie's grandma's story about how those fairy tale worlds were able to survive in the hearts of children, right? Because they believe so strongly in those stories, right? They believed in them. Wow. So when the world was destroyed, that's what rebuilt the world. Jesker James, my man, says, what if that is the real reason nobodies could grow new hearts? The ones who connected to Roxas began growing new hearts because of his connection to Sora, and this is why Ansem the Wise says all of his research amounted to nothing compared to that one boy's heart. It ruined everything. Everything Ansem the Wise thought he knew was ruined because Sora is doing exactly what he's doing now. Yeah, but I think Braden's got something to do with it because what does he say? He wants to be the virus in the Master system. What if that's what Sora is? What if that's what the Child of Destiny is?
Exactly.
It's just this virus that, makes men like Ansem the Wise, who studied the heart his whole life, go, I gotta throw this all out. It means nothing now. Like, so this one boy, this one dude's heart ruined everything I'd been working for. Like, I don't know.
Dude, that's got to be why the Master of Masters has an interest in Sora. Especially staring upon him. Yeah.
Because he's like, who's this guy?
Yeah.
Who's this guy down here?
Like, I've seen what he's been doing.
Yo, we got a Sage of the Lodge, Grey Goose Gummy Bears, who says, what about that one story that Kyrie's grandma kept telling her, that the worlds were rebuilt by the light in children's hearts? What if Sora's light is just restoring the world around him? Yes, we were talking a little bit about that earlier, but that last part, now you got me going, that what if Sora's light is just restoring the world around him? This is what I'm saying. Look, Square Enix loves their fourth wall narratives. The fourth wall narrative doesn't control the story, but it's a reflection of the story. Nomura is using Sora to revive Versus 13. Like, I know I've said that on this podcast before, but everything we're talking about right now connects us right back to it. Sora is being used to revive Versus 13.
That's insane.
And it's compatible with his own lore. That's what makes him such a brilliant character. And this is why I love getting the chat involved at the end, because I feel like we spend an hour just aggregating all this stuff, and then we're like, all right, let's open it up. And then we all come together and just like start piecing it.
Also, I gotta use a little Kingdom Hearts room.
You go for it. You go use. Yeah, baby. You take care of it.
I'll keep going.
I'll ride solo with the chat. You just watched a clip from my podcast, The Landi Lodge. If you are interested in more content involving video games and RPGs, then go ahead and subscribe to this channel and be sure to follow us on other platforms like Twitch, Spotify, and Twitter. If you want to become a Sage of the Lodge, feel free to become a YouTube channel member or follow the link in the description. Stay beautiful, sickos and normies, and we'll catch you on the next one.
May your heart be your guiding key.